Today I'll be crocheting the football wine cozy. This cozy could be used for anything you want, like vinaigrettes or oils, whatever you choose. It doesn't have to be just wine. The pattern for the cozy will be in the description below. Let's get started. To make the football wine cozy, I am using Red Hot Super Saver yarn in white and coffee color. The pattern requires you to hold 2 strands of yarn together throughout the pattern. One of the things that you can do is that you can pull the yarn from the middle and you can pull it from the side instead of buying 2 separate balls of yarn. I went ahead and rolled 2 balls of yarn in the coffee color and in the white just to make it easy for me to control. The pattern calls for the use of a 6mm hook. You will also need a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and a stitch marker. Start by holding 2 strands of yarn together. Make a magic circle or magic ring, however you refer to it, it doesn't matter. Chain 3. And into the magic ring, you're going to make 11 double crochets. And I'll be crocheting over my end. This makes it easier to close. You should have 11 double crochets into the ring plus 1, that makes it 12. And you're going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. Before we go any further, I'm going to pull my end to close the ring. I'm going to chain 3, and into that same stitch of the chain 3 you're going to make a double crochet, and you're going to make 2 double crochet in every stitch around, and at the end that should give you a total of 24 stitches. Two double crochet in the last stitch and a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. Chain 3. Remember, this chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So for the next 3 rows, which is rows 3 to 5, you're going to make a double crochet in every single stitch. Oops. I'll see you at the end of row 5. Here we are at the end of row 5, and we're going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. And before we finish the slip stitch, we're going to add the white, and I have my white here ready to go. 2 strands together. I'm going to attach the white. Chain 3. Just going to snip off the brown. And with the white, we're going to make a double crochet in every stitch around for 24 stitches. and we're gonna slip stitch at the top of the chain 3. And before we finish, we're gonna add the brown back again. Chain 3, rows 7 to 13, you're going to make a double crochet in every stitch around. That's a total of 7 rows. And I'll see you at the end of row 13. So here we are at the end of row 13, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3, and before we finish the slip stitch, we're going to add the white again. We're going to chain 3, and we're going to make a double crochet in all the stitches around with the white. Before we go any further, I'm going to cut the brown yarn. Slip stitch to the top of the chain 3, and before you finish the slip stitch, we're going to add the brown back again. And you're going to finish the slip stitch with the brown. And rows 15 to 17, which is 3 rows, you're going to double crochet into every stitch around. And I'll see you at the end of row 17. Here we are at the end of row 17. We're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3, chain 1, and into that same stitch we're going to make a single crochet. And we're going to single crochet into the next 2 stitches. Chain 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Skip 7 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and single crochet into the next 5 stitches. Two, 3, 4, 5. Chain 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Skip 7 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And slip stitch into the first stitch. chain 1, single crochet into the same stitch and into the next 2 stitches. (16) single crochet into the chain 14 loop. Single crochet into the next 5 stitches. (16) single crochet into the chain 14 loop. Single crochet into the next 2 single crochets. That should give you a total of 42 stitches. Slip stitch into the first stitch, chain 1, single crochet into the same stitch, and you're going to single crochet into every stitch around. And I'll see you at the end of the row. So here we are at the end of row 20, which was our final row, and we're going to fasten off our yarn. And you can fasten off in any way that you like to, but I like to do like an invisible seam so you can't really tell where the seam is, where the end is. So to do that, you're going to go ahead and cut your yarn. I'm going to pull the yarn through. And I know it's not the greatest to see because the yarn is dark, but I'm going to go through in the back, not this stitch, but this one. And I'm going to go into this one right here where the yarn is coming out of. And that's going to give it the look of another stitch, so you can't really tell. And then I'm going to weave it down into the insides. Okay, go ahead and flip your work over and sew in any ends that you may have before we do the final touches. To put the finishing touches on the wine cozy, you're going to need 2 strands of white yarn and a needle. What I'm doing is adding the stripes that resembles the football. So you're going to skip 1 row of the brown, and in the next row down, you're going to start adding the stripes. you're also going to skip one row up from the white. Making sure that they're not twisted. Now I'm going to be adding the stripe that goes across, and I work over 4 stitches. And what I'm doing is I'm going down to the next row where I want the yarn to come out. All you have left to do is sew in your ends. And that is the wine cozy.